and you're mad that your console that you paid $500 can't do 60 frames a second? Like, it can't do 60 frames a second? Come on.
It was brought up in the Dragon's Dogma 2 issue with its variable frame rate and it being capped at 30.
Yeah.
And everybody's going, it's unacceptable because it doesn't have a performance mode. And it's all about manpower and resource availability at the end of the day. Do companies have the budget to do this, yes or no?
But what's also the opportunity cost? Because you can go and say, yeah, we could put somebody to do that, but we're going to do something. And it's like, it's kind of in a damned if you do, damned if you don't kind of scenario.
It's really, when it comes to cloud, what I'm hoping for, especially on the PC front, is the GeForce Now aspect of it, just saying, okay, the average consumer, you don't need to spend the $2,000 on what is a medium, spec machine.
Yeah.
You can spend, that's 10 years of a GeForce Now subscription.
Yep.
You can get, I think it's Ultimate is what they've called it. You can get the 4080.
The 4080, and then maybe here in 6 months it's going to be the 58. Like whenever the new graphics cards roll out, I'm instantly upgraded. Like not instantly, but pretty much feels like it.
This is what I was trying to do with schools when I was working for Dell Technologies, is we'd be getting them onto what would be because they had a massive problem with affordability of actual hardware.
Yeah.
And we would be basically trying to say, look, we'll take that away and we'll upgrade, and you can go on this sort of 5-year recurring contract with us, something like that, and we'll give you 30% discount on that, things like that, and we'll go away and we'll just seamlessly upgrade you so you don't have to spend, a massive amount of money. And like how you were saying about budgeting last time, you can just take that out your budget and say, look, that money's already spent.
Yeah.
We can just do that, and that's the perfect way you phrased it. But again, it's just what I'm hoping for in an architecture point is developers can say, look, cloud's cloud. Sure, you've got, PlayStation's version of cloud, which will be based off the PlayStation 5 or PlayStation 6 or however they want to do it. And same with the Xbox, that'll be the Series X architecture, but with, Series S profiles. I don't like that because you're getting a weaker specification for what the hardware can actually perform.
Right.
And I don't know how they're going to compete with GeForce Now when all their exclusives are going to be on all these other platforms, and they're trying to sell you cloud, and you can just get the GeForce Now, which is 4K 120, and you get a 4080.
Now, right now, though, Sony does not support GeForce Now. So I've not seen their games cross into that service, and that might be something that they choose to lock down. But I do wonder if we'll see any kind of lawsuits or regulation actually then implied, because that's something that was a big part of the Microsoft Activision acquisition, saying that Ubisoft is going to be this third party who's going to handle that these games can go to different cloud streaming services. And that's where one of the big pushes we've seen with Xbox fully investing and embracing GeForce Now. And it's like all of my Xbox PC games, they're right there. It's without any additional cost or setup for myself. They just added the Battle.net stuff. It's truly interesting. Now, one thing I do see over on the chat for the live stream, for those, I see people asking if we're going to see multiverses. And if you guys didn't see, multiverses recently tweeted out that they were, hey, testing, check, 1, 2, something like that. So maybe we finally get some news about that game coming back. Because I really enjoyed Multiverses, but I thought, and my feedback on that game was, it needs some PvE. Like, I think PvP is great. I enjoy PvP, but PvE keeps people coming back week over week, month over month. And when you're tired and you've had a long day, maybe you just want to beat up on some robots, like maybe that's what you want to do, as opposed to like constantly feel like you have to be like performing at your best, at your top tier in this case. Now, it shows that we've got 2 minutes till the show start. Just as a reminder, show notes, I will kind of mute the Discord and kind of react and give you guys my thoughts on the way. So thank you guys so much for being here. Also, if you guys enjoy the content, check out the top link in the description. I got a lot of other channels that kind of have more hyper-focused kind of approaches to different video games. And one thing I'm just launched is the Ginger Prime Clips channel, and that link is also in the link tree. So if you go hit the top link, it'll get you to the link tree. And if you guys can check out the Clips channel, that'd be great. I think we'll probably see some things from today show up on the Clips channel over there as well. So just know that's kind of what we got going on, what we got cooking, and we got 60 seconds, guys. So to the voice chatters here, you guys have any other thoughts before we get into the show?
And I asked one question. Did you see, because I know you're on top of gaming news and everything,
I tried to
did
be.
you see Nintendo shut down the emulator?
Yes, and we're going to be talking about that tomorrow in the podcast, and that's actually a good note that I need to make the stream redirect once this is all said and done to the podcast. So if you guys aren't subscribed over at Work to Game, that'd be great. But if not, don't worry, we'll redirect to the show on Friday, where we're going to be talking about the emulation and Nintendo lawsuit, but also we're going to be talking about apparently there's some blind run thing drama or whatnot that
I saw something about that. I don't know. I mean, not really surprised.
Night of Blood saying, what are we hoping to see here? Honestly, I hope we get some news from Amazon Game Studios, Multiverses. I'd love to get some Square Enix news, maybe about the full release of Final Fantasy 14. Honestly, anything that's related to an RPG, an MMO, or just some really kick-ass looking games. Like, that's, I think, what this is going to be focusing in on. All right.